Hello everyone, Saida here. Welcome to your December 2018 Oracle Forecast. So this year, I feel like this year just flew by. And I feel like so much happened this year that changed so much. I know it changed a lot in my life. And for the people that I know, also changed a lot in their lives too. But yeah, I'm so grateful for this year and everything that it brought. I definitely feel like it was a transformative year. So, just setting the intention to bring blessings in for 2019. So, now, for this month's reading, for the month of December, I am going to be using the Oracle of the Unicorns. And I felt called to use this deck for the month of December, but I also used it last year in December. So that's pretty interesting. But I was like, do I want to use it for December 2018 since I used it before? But I didn't want to argue with myself. I'm like, if I feel it, I'll just use it. So what I'm going to do is go through the channeled messages. For those of you that are just joining me, I sit with the energy of the month that I'm tuning into, and I see what intuitive messages I get, so we know what is a focus or what we need to pay attention to when it comes to the energy for the month. Okay, so for the month of December 2018, I saw the number 1. And the number 1 for this month is, it revolves around purpose and power, okay? And I got the sense that we're going to be getting much clearer on our direction and what it is we'd like to focus on and where we'd like to see ourselves. And I feel like this is going to be starting in December. We're really going to be focusing on it, and it's going to be, we're going to be, I guess, bringing that through even more for the new year, okay? And one of the things I saw too was like, let your imagination go wild. So really start moving out of your comfort zone when it comes to, where you would like to see yourself, what you'd like to experience, where you see yourself going. So don't limit yourself when it comes to what's possible for you. Okay? So I do feel like you're going to be expanding your horizons, and I feel like you're going to be envisioning that place. I feel like I see you guys kind of like looking out into the distance and just like visualizing, imagining where you see yourself, whether it be on stage, whether it be writing a book, giving classes, lectures, having your own organization. The sky's the limit. So I really do feel like you guys are going to be imagining and envisioning that place that you'd like to see yourself, even if it doesn't seem logical. I feel like you need to start putting your attention where you'd like to see yourself, okay? And I really do see your mind opening up a lot in the month of December, and I feel like you're going to be moving past any old boundaries that you set for yourself as to what you thought was possible for you. I see you moving past that, because I feel like we're in this kind of rites of passage point where something has opened up, and there's more possibilities that are there for us right now. They were always there, but maybe because our own mindset, we weren't able to see or able to achieve those things. So I really do see you moving past your limits and establishing a sense of freedom for yourself. And I saw moving in a new direction, but feeling very confident about it. So there may be some fear there, a little bit, but I really do feel like you're ready. Like you're feeling like, wow, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to set out on this new adventure. I'm confident in myself and what I can offer, or what it is that I can do, and I'm ready to start moving in that new direction. And you feel very self-assured, okay? And I got the sense, too, that you're going to be really looking into how you invest your time and energy. So I feel like I get the sense of you weighing out, your time, your schedule, and seeing where you really want to place your time and energy so that, I don't know how to say this, so you invest the time and energy that you want to during the day in things that you really want to do, okay? So I feel like you're going to be much more cognizant of that. Like, how are you spending your energy? They gave me the example of, let's say you spend a lot of time scrolling on social media, or you spend time just kind of like doing things that aren't really benefiting your goals and what you want to do. So I feel like you're going to be more cognizant. I was like, okay, let's put the phone down, or let's spend less time just scrolling through television channels and actually and sit and focus on what we want to do. So I feel like you're going to be getting much more serious and grounded. I get the sense of like where something was a dream before, now it's going to start becoming much more solidified, okay? So you're going to be getting really serious and grounded in what you want to do. And, I did get the sense that some people may be jealous too, or some people may be threatened by the amount of progress. Not even, what I got too is not even just the progress, but this motivation, the sense of passion and purpose that you have. Some people may get jealous, or they may feel threatened by that sense of power that you feel within yourself, maybe because they don't have it, or they don't know where to start for themselves to even get to that point. So, but don't let that bother you. That's just to give you a heads up, if somebody says something that's a little bit off, or that, like, they say something that's like, why would you say that? Know that that's probably where it's coming from, okay? I did get the sense that Archangel Raguel is going to be coming in to bring peace and harmony where needed, especially because we're going to be trying to maintain a balance for this month. And I did get the strong sense that of the High Council, which is pretty much your spiritual team, consisting of angels, ascended masters, some ancestors, whoever is guiding and supporting this process for you in this lifetime. I really do feel like they're going to be watching out for you and holding your hand through this process, okay? And now this may or may not resonate with some people, but I do get the sense that some of you will be channeling through writing. So I do feel like things are going to be clearing up as far as your channels go, if you're going to be writing something. So anything that just drops into your head automatically, either as you're writing or before you start, pay attention to that, okay? And know that the more you pay attention to those things, the stronger it's going to get. So if you get those impressions, pay attention to them. And as I was shuffling the cards, I did see again, you are ready, okay? So don't delay with what you want to do. You are ready for it, okay? And if I sound I'm a little bit under the weather. I feel like the dry air is affecting my sinuses or whatever. So excuse me if you see me doing like this because my eyes are tearing. Yeah, I'm dealing with some sinus issues. Okay, so I'm going to go through the cards one by one, okay, for this month. All right, so the first card that I picked from the Oracle of the Unicorns is Intuition. And this card flew out of the deck. Another one flew out too, the one that came after. It says, listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. That last statement, I feel, is like the most important, the most pertinent to this month. Trust your intuition no matter what. Okay? Because I feel like your intuition is really going to be getting strong in the month of December. Like it's going to be getting stronger, and it has gotten stronger throughout the year. But I do feel for the month of December, I get a sense of really acute, strong hits. Like it's almost undeniable. Okay? So I get the sense of like your intuition is really going to be getting strong. You're going to be seeing more signs around you, more confirmation of what you've been feeling or what you've been sensing. I get the sense of a very high priestess kind of energy, and you truly taking action and doing things based on how it is that you feel. One thing that I sense right now, actually, is that some of you may be drawn to almost like it could be like Wicca, witchcraft, or something that's very magical, okay? So it could be like magic or working with nature more, but I really do get the sense of like this high priestess kind of like this divine feminine, kind of very empowered in your intuition and really trusting what it is that it has to say. And another thing that I saw when I pulled this card is be open to receiving. And specifically, I got the sense that you'll be receiving a lot intuitively. So what I got the sense of is try not to manipulate what it is that's coming through, and try not to manipulate the energy, like try not to control what it is that you want to see. So I know for me, that's kind of like what I do, because I don't want to see everything. Like some things are scary and I don't want to see everything. So you can have boundaries, like if you don't want to see dark negative things that are not serving you, then set boundaries on that. But I do feel like maybe some of you are restricting or trying to control the information as it comes in. So maybe when it does come in, you try to make it out to be something else, or if you get a hunch about something, you may try to either you brush it off or you try to get logical with it. Try not to do that. Just be open to receiving your intuitive hunches however they come in, and then receive them as that, just pure. Okay? And what I got the sense of too is let your intuition, sorry, I'm like covering my face. Let your intuition be the light that guides you. Okay? Because I feel like it's really going to be strong. Only do what feels right for you. Okay? Let's see. And I just feel overall you're going to be getting much more confident in your intuition too. So whereas maybe before you would listen sometimes and sometimes not, and then you would regret not listening, I really do feel like you're going to be getting a lot more confident with your intuitive hunches. Okay, next card is balance. And this one flew out of the deck also. So what I got the sense of is move steadily. Move steadily. Try not to rush ahead, okay? And I feel like this balance has a lot to do with you being balanced with your projects, your responsibilities. So take your time and be cognizant, be mindful, again, of the time that you're spending on things like throughout the day. So what I got the sense of is try to manage your time wisely. So I would say like set maybe like 3 bullet points of things that you'd like to concentrate on each day. So whether it be spending time cleaning, and then maybe the next bullet point is spending time writing, spending time working on your career goals, and then maybe set a time frame for how long you want to spend on each thing. Because what I got the sense of is that some of you may dive so deeply into one thing and then forget about everything else. And you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that everything is balanced, that you spend a certain amount of time on each thing that's important in your life. So don't spend so much time on your career goals that you forget about your relationships. Don't spend so much time on, your relationships that you forget about your career goal. So stuff like that. Just to give you an example, try to balance out everything. It doesn't have to be perfect, but spend time on everything, okay? Make time for as much as you can, especially for self-care. So don't spend so much time on so many things that you forget to take care of yourself, okay? So try to set reminders for yourself throughout the day, that the certain things that you're going to be concentrating on. Because I feel like here you're trying to keep up. You're trying to keep up with everything. But the best way that you can keep up is to try not to move too fast and try not to rush ahead. Try not to dive so much into one thing that you burn yourself out and that you don't have time and energy for anything, okay? So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, balance. And then the next card we have is nature. Now, I had to sit with my guides on this one because I'm like, guys, it's cold, it's December. By the time that this reading by the time that the energy gets to this point in the reading, it's probably going to be snowing, and I am not a person that likes the snow. I mean, I like to watch it, but I don't want to be out in it, okay? So that's a different story. But when you're feeling out of whack, if the weather permits, go out into nature. Spend time connecting to nature. One trick that I have, if I don't feel like going to the park near my house, because you got to go up like 50 steps to get to like the area where it's like peaceful and without traffic, I spend time out near a tree right by my house, and I just lay my back up against a tree, and I do that for like 10 minutes just so I can connect to nature in a very close way, so that I don't have to go out of my way and risk slipping and falling down the stairs in order to like connect with nature. Sorry, I saw something. But I also feel like it's going to be important to stay grounded during the month, especially with all the holiday stuff going on. So try to ground your energy through connecting to your physical body. So taking some deep breaths in and out, and just paying attention to each part of your body as you take those deep breaths in and out. Okay? You can also spend time looking at nature pictures, listening to nature sounds. That's very helpful. It's not the same, but it can help. And I want to mention to you guys that I am studying Druidry, or basically the path of the Druids. And one thing that I'm learning is that Druidry, or being a Druid, you connect to nature through every step, like everything that you do. You're connecting to your environment. So don't feel that you can only connect to nature through going to the park, through spending time near the water. Like, it helps, but when you're going out, you're walking to the train, or you're spending time, let's say, eating dinner, look outside your window and look outside at the trees. Connect to nature that way. Let's say, like I said, if you're walking to school, or if you're walking wherever you're going, you're walking to your job. Spend time connecting to the air around you. Spend time connecting to the earth under your feet. Spend time connecting to the sun beaming down on your body. This is how you truly build a strong nature connection, is connecting to nature through whatever you do. Okay, so that's something that I learned through studying Druidry, or the Path of the Druids, that I feel like would be very helpful for this reading, as well as those that want to build a stronger connection to nature. Okay, so the last card is freedom. Okay, and this is something that came up in the messages that were channeled as well. And did I read the? I don't think I read. Sorry, I didn't read the messages on the other cards. Sorry. Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Okay? In this card, you feel strong. You feel empowered. And, your spiritual team wants you to know that the power is in your hands. Okay? Because I feel like for some time, you may have felt like the power was in other people's hands. And you may have paid too much attention to what other people had to say and how they felt about your life. Don't do this, don't say this, only do this, only pay attention to this is what's most important. But I feel like in the month of December, you're going to be taking your power back. And going from December into 2019, it's going to be about you steering the ship, about you determining for yourself what you want to be your experience, about the happiness that you want in your life, about how you're going to achieve that happiness, and being your version of successful, and not letting anyone else determine for you what that means. Okay? I feel like a lot of this too is about freedom of expression, feeling free to be who you are. I feel like you're really going to be, I almost get the sense of you shedding a layer of skin, and this layer of skin being those parts of you that are not authentic to you, that are not true for you anymore, that had to do with other people and what they had to say. And I feel like what will be revealed is the true you, your true skin, okay? And you really stepping into feeling comfortable in the skin that you're in. So some of this having to do with your physical appearance, your gifts that you have to offer the world, your talents, your voice, what you have to say, your opinions, your wisdom, all of these things. And I feel like you're charging full speed ahead into 2019, feeling free to be who you are, okay? And I feel like you really are going to be setting those intentions going into 2019. So I mean, this is excellent. This is all really good stuff. Okay, and I actually feel like it was kind of better than last year's December reading. I feel like this is much more empowering, and this is much more uplifting. Okay, so I just want to make sure that there's no... if there's nothing, make sure there's nothing that I miss. But I do want to let you all know, one, that I do offer personal consultations, and if you look in the link in the description box, I'll give the information so that you can book a consultation with me, whether to gain intuitive insight or to receive healing, or to trigger your own healing. So you can do that. And also be on the lookout for the next Galactic Healing Circle. I will be posting the advertisement for that, and sign up as soon as possible, because I am going to be putting a cap on the amount of registrations, and I will be raising the price a bit. Okay, just so you guys know. And the last thing that I want to say too is that when it comes to my intuitive consultations and healings, I am going to be making some changes to how I do this work, because I want to start attracting more long-term clientele and people that I can work with on a long-term basis. Okay, so but you'll see over time, and I'll post um, other updates on that process and how that's going to be happening. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be blessed. Take care.